All right. Hi, beautiful people. It's me, Rena Knight. It's been a while on two fronts. It's been a while on YouTube and it's been a while on Twitch for both platforms. YouTube, I took a unscheduled hiatus. For Twitch, it was a little bit different and something that I'll probably get into later in this video. Um, but yeah, it was just a lot. And if you want a full, breakdown of all the things that were entirely too much on Twitch, comment and maybe I'll let you into that side of my world. So, first, I would like to be like, oh my gosh, look at us doing a freaking speed paint. What the frick is life? Like, how are we doing this? That's really cool. I'm really happy about that. I've heard a few times of people wanting me to do this, so I'm doing it. You won't see the complete chaos of what is my art process because part of it is mostly the sketching process. And if you want a little bit more about the sketch process, definitely become a member on Ko-fi. I've been putting a lot of effort into my Ko-fi and I would really appreciate if you guys supported me there. That's why I'll be doing progression photos of what I'm doing that include the sketch, line art, flat color, and like the final product, and like literally talking a little bit more about why I do what I do and I create art, and hopefully I wouldn't say helping you guys because there is no method to the madness, but if you guys find that helpful, you can find it on there. Also, I have been like being more serious with taking art. Definitely I probably do a video on that about my art journey and like some truths that I've accepted about art, so definitely look for that. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna talk about this video, and I really want to get into it because this video is not that long, and this is my first time recording this. So if it makes it on YouTube, to YouTube, hi YouTube. If it doesn't, it's fine. So today, and y'all can see by the title of this video, it's letting people feel their feelings, and I just feel like we have become a society where we have desensitized people to like actual emotions, or not desensitized, but more of like not let that be a thing. Like they're just kind of like, only be happy. If you're not happy, then like you're part of the problem because you're like toxic and you have any other feelings that are not happiness, when it's like a normal human thing to have other emotions. Like it is okay. It is okay. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be bitter. It's okay to not feel happiness all the time. It's okay to be angry. And I would like to preface that with the fact that just because you feel a feeling does not mean that you can go off and do whatever you want with that feeling. It doesn't mean that you can go be a mean person and start hurting people and doing bad things. None of those things are okay, and they've never been okay. But it is okay to feel those things. Like that is a normal human emotion. And we have really just become the society where it's like you are not allowed to feel. Like if it's not, it's always good vibes all the time. And that is so unrealistic and that is so fake. I'm a person that feels a lot of emotions and I feel them very deeply. And it's not fair that it's like you are not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to exist in unhappiness. And then we wonder why people cannot sympathize with other people, and we have this lack of empathy in this society. And it's because if you have not even felt the feeling, you cannot empathize with someone who is feeling that feeling. If every single time someone tells you that you have a feeling that you're not allowed to feel it, they can't sympathize with someone else who's having that feeling, because all they know and all we have taught them is when you feel a feeling and it's not happiness, that is unfortunate for you. Like you're not allowed to have that feeling. And sometimes life actually sucks. Like, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but like sometimes it actually sucks, and it's okay to like exist in the fact that it sucks. Like sit with people, and it's not enough to just tell one person or tell the person that's feeling the feeling to like feel it and be, sad or whatever. we also have to learn to sit with other people's negative emotions. Like, it is okay for that person to feel sad, and you don't have the answer. And the answer is not, it'll get better. Sometimes it doesn't get better, first of all. And second of all, sometimes it does get better, and most times it does get better. But it's like, that is invalidating to what that person is feeling in that moment. And sometimes they need to just like sit with it. And like I say, like when I say sit with it, I'm not saying 300 years, down the line, you're like, yeah, I'm still bitter about that one time that girl took my crayons back in elementary school. No, obviously not. There's going to be a time where you start to like move on and you start to move past whatever that was. But if a person wants to take a day or two, let them take their day or two. Like, why is it so unbecoming that someone has a feeling and an emotion other than happiness? Like, I don't understand why we have started to exist in this world where we only have one emotion, and we have these robots walking around here being like, good vibes only. Stop. I'm here to tell you that it's okay. It's literally okay. If you hate a show, it's okay to hate a show. It's okay to not even have a good reason to hate the show. Like, just let people like what they like and not like what they don't like. Like, it's literally okay. And yeah, and then it's like we walk in this daily motion of shutting down emotions and feelings all the time and being like, it'll get better. Look at the silver lining. Look on the bright side. No, I'm on the dark side right now, and I'm feeling the dark side because, and the cliche quote where it's like, when I feel the bad side of things, I'm able to appreciate the good side more. And so allow people to feel the bad side of things. And that person who always has a bad attitude, maybe they have a bad life. Like, you're out here being, oh, she's always negative. Yeah. Maybe people did things to her that made her unhappy. So whenever some certain things happen to her, she's unhappy about it. That's normal. Like, that is normal. Sometimes, like, life is not fair. It has never been fair. So some people, it might seem like they're unjustifiably angry about things, and they shouldn't feel a certain way about things. And first of all, you are not the police. Okay, you are not the emotion police. Okay, you cannot gatekeep certain feelings, and you cannot tell someone that they're not allowed to feel certain feelings. Okay, so I'm sorry that you don't allow yourself to feel, but you cannot go around telling other people to not feel certain ways about things and to tell them, oh, it'll get better. I'm sure it will. And for people who are going through a hard time, I'm sure it will get better, and do trust in the process, but also you're allowed to feel your feelings, and I'm here for you feeling your feelings. Sometimes you're in your art journey and you feel like you're not getting the progress that you want to do. You want to draw in a certain style and that style is not coming out. You want to, be able to draw hands better, and like no matter how many times you try, it's not working out. Yeah. That happens, and that feels terrible, and you hate it, and I'm here with you in hating that feeling. I'm not telling you to give up on art and never do art again. Like, obviously it's not for you. No, I'm not gonna say that. I totally trust and believe that you should continue to do art, and it will fulfill you in all of those things. But I'm willing to sit with you and be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna validate what you're saying. Stop invalidating people's feelings and then wondering why people are not empathetic when these big things happen, because when those little things happen, you were not there and you did not validate them. And so now they don't know how to exist in the world and validate other people's feelings. Okay. And as it relates to like streaming, it became like that with streaming a lot, because it felt kind of like, and with content creation in general, and celebrities and all these things, we do not give them the space to like be human beings. Like, we want them to just create whatever made them famous and create this type of content that makes them happy all the time. And when they have a lick of any other emotion, it's like they change, like they're like always, unless they like made their brand off of making sad music or sad movies or yada yada yada, it's like they're like depressing. And even those people, they're just like, they're like depressing, like they're going through it. Like, I don't want, and it's like, no, I'm not saying that you need to make your brand off of, being a sad, depressing person, but it's okay if every other, like, every few videos you're like, hey, I'm going through a hard time, and like, you might not have to tell the world about, because that's your privacy. You're not entitled, like, they're not entitled to know certain things about you. But it's okay to be on stream and be like not the happiest person in the whole entire world. And I felt like I had to on stream a lot for my own safety, because not everyone needs to know about, very intimate details about my life and, like my mental state all the time. But also because it's like people are gonna be like, there goes the sad girl again. There goes the, girl just like talking about her feelings. Like, why can't she just play the game and laugh about it? And because that is not who I am. Like, I'm a giggly person. I enjoy life. I enjoy things in life. But I also think very deeply about things, and things deeply affect me. And it's okay to like be that person. I'm giving you permission to be the person who cries all the time. It's okay. You're not bothering anyone, and anyone who's bothered by that is a robot. So I don't know what to tell you. And also the same thing, especially for men, as it relates to crying and tears. Like, I understand that on the internet people really try to make fun of guys for crying and for showing their emotions. I'm giving you permission. Like, you literally can show your emotions and you literally can cry. Like, stop gatekeeping feelings. Stop. Oh, the whole gatekeeping feelings too. Another reason why people don't feel their feelings is because people want to be like, well, your life wasn't hard enough for you to be sad about it like this. Shut up talking to me, because I understand that what some people go through is way harder. That does not invalidate what I'm going through. It does not invalidate the mental fortitude I have to do to wake up every single day, to be out here and to, not give in to freaking this capitalist society, this sexist, womanizing society, all these terrible things that this world is. Like, I have to deal with all those things. And to me, like, that's enough. I'm sorry if you can hear the literal earth roaring, because it has been raining a lot. The thunderstorms have been like a real thing. I don't know what it is, but it's just been going, like, you can literally see the clouds rolling in every day. I don't know. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. That's something about these videos. I want it to be very authentic to who I am, and my brain just be roaming. Okay. So these are going to be kind of rambly, but I do have a script. Okay. Oh, your girl is organized. Okay. So I have a script, and I will try to stay on script, not script, but like an outline of like what I want to say and like some points that I want to make. So let's get back. Okay. So as it relates to, people just not letting you feel your emotions and gatekeeping certain things and being like, you are not allowed to feel like you struggled because you this, that, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to those people. If you feel unhappy about something, it's okay to feel unhappy about them. Sometimes it is not your place to speak about certain things. That's perfectly fine. But you have you have room to feel unhappy about things. The only thing that we all have in common in life is that we will all struggle and we will all experience some level of unhappiness. I don't know why we're trying to make people robots. I really don't understand. I do not know why we keep pretending as if people do not have feelings and that having certain feelings is bad. It is not bad. It is not bad. You can feel unhappy. You can feel annoyed. And another fake narrative that they push out into the world is that, like, if you're complaining about something or you're unhappy about something, suddenly that affects your productivity and like your level of work. That is not true. That has never been true. Like, at least for me, I complain about almost everything. And that's probably what most of these videos are going to be about, is me complaining about a bunch of like things in life. I still give very high quality things. When I'm in school, we need to understand duality, because when I'm in school, I can equally understand that life sucks and that I hate this class and the way that this teacher teaches is like garbage, but also be like, I'm going to get an A so that I don't take this class again. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't ever want to be here again. And like, we can be those things at the same time, like, and it's okay. And so I feel like other people like really don't understand that, because they're just like, if you're complaining about it, then you're not going to try. And if you don't try, then, you're messing up the scheme of capitalism of, productivity all the time, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. shut up talking to me. First of all, I'm not a puppet. I'm not this person that's always going to be constantly, you know, putting out stuff. So even with this YouTube channel, even with Twitch and Twitter and creating this art and stuff like that, I am going to prioritize my members. So like I said, join Ko-fi, and I'll definitely, like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to show up for that. But everything else is because I have decided to do those things, and because they bring me joy or they don't bring me joy, and I'm doing them for whatever purpose I'm doing them, and that is okay. And if something on there annoys me, that is also okay. Like, why we keep telling people to not be mad about things and to not be angry about things and to not feel feelings that are perfectly valid, okay feelings to feel. And then we're like, oh, but make sure that you like listen to other people and listen to their problems. No, because no one has ever listened to my problems. Like, it's not fair to tell people to be like, I just want you to know that you should listen to other people, but you shouldn't listen to yourself. What type of world are we creating when we do that? I think we should really think about that. What type of world do we want to live in, and what type of world are we creating by doing it this way? And it's not a good one. So I think the video's about to end. I'm not sure, I forgot, but I think this is the final piece. Let me know if you like it. It is on my Ko-fi, like I said before. It's on my Twitter somewhere, probably. I don't know, I actually don't remember. But thank you so much for sitting through this video with me. There will be many more. I have been coming up with a list of videos that I want to create. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, become a member on Ko-fi if you like my art, if you want to support my art journey and you want more exclusive content. Oh my gosh, go on there. Yeah, thank you for being here. I feel like it should end soon, so I'm just gonna, like, you know, yeah. Yeah, let me know if you have any future videos you want me to talk about. I might do a video just like re-entering YouTube, and you know, I do want to be more open about certain struggles that I've been through, so let me know if that interests you. But yeah, this is, oh, I didn't explain what this was. This was a art trade that I did with someone on a Discord server, and this is her. She didn't create this character, but it's her. She owns the character. So she wanted me to draw it, and then I got art in return. And yeah, so I did it. I thought it was really interesting. And you'll see more of like things that I've done through Discord. I've tried to be more active in the art community, and I'll continue to do so. So if you have some art that you would like me to see, you know, put it down in the comments and I will peruse, you know. Also join the Discord if you want to talk outside of these videos and you want to chill. All right, the rain is falling. All that to close it. Remember that you're allowed to feel your feelings, but you're not allowed to use those feelings to justify hurting others. So be a kind and be a loving person, but also stay true to yourself and feel whatever feelings you're feeling, because they are valid. And you can't always be happy all the time, because sometimes life sucks. Follow me on all my socials if you want to keep up with me. They're down in the description bar. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.